Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that's making a lot of people say some dumb shit on the internet. I mean, people say dumb shit on the internet all the time, but specifically, obviously, with video games and with Sony fanboys, and I guess even some Xbox quote-unquote fanboys, or people who say they were fans. But yeah, we'll get into all that right now. First, you like my videos, you like my content, like, subscribe, comment, share. Even if you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it. It's all good. I'm very okay with that. But alright, let's go ahead and get into the subject. So today, Xbox released a video with Sarah Bond basically announcing that, yeah, they're doing consoles. That's like the gist of it. I just want to put that out there first because, you know, with Xbox releasing games on PlayStation and, you know, they're doing their whole Xbox Ally. You know, they're doing their third publishing stuff, and then, yeah, it's not even a proprietary handheld. It's being made by Asus. You know, there's been a lot of doom and gloom, we'll say. Or I guess they call it concern trolling. You know, about Xbox saying, oh, man, looks like the console's over. They're they're bowing out of the console market and this, and that. Obviously, it's a lot of Sony fanboys who are saying this. Also with a mixture of them celebrating, saying like, oh, Sony won the console war, this, and that. I mean, honestly, Sony won the console war with the PlayStation 4 console, so that's a whole other thing. Then, of course, there's the self-proclaimed Xbox fans who are just talking shit, you know, about Xbox's strategy and saying, well, it's over, this, and that. So, at least for now, that does not seem to be the case. With this video, Sarah Bond says that, or, well, not Sarah Bond saying it. I mean, she said it, but it's not her making the thing. Microsoft is going into a partnership with AMD. You know, they make chips for, you know, graphics chips and cards and all that stuff, whatever. I'm not a huge PC guy. I don't know everything like that. I have a surface level understanding. I just know that this is how you get power for the consoles and everything. I'm not going to go through everything that was said in the video, basically, like bit by bit, like some other people might do. Just the gist of it is that they're partnering with AMD to work on their future of consoles. She said consoles, so, you know, take that for what it is, whether that's just one generation or multiple generations. It could be one generation because, you know, they did talk about handhelds and all that stuff. You know, powered by AI, and also a weird part, or not a weird part, but also, you know, interesting part, that they're going to have multiple storefronts. I mean, there's been rumors about, like, their next console having, you know, like, you could have Steam and Epic Game Store and all that. I mean, but it could also mean that, like, oh, because they're doing these OEM style, you know, handhelds and whatnot, that maybe it's just really for that. Because Xbox is working with the Windows team, so, I mean, it could mean a lot of different stuff. But, you know, with the rumors and the way they're talking about next generation consoles and all that, maybe this is actually becoming a reality, that the next Xbox is a PC hybrid. I mean, all consoles are basically just PCs anyway, just not as powerful as an actual PC, and they run the proprietary, you know, operating system of the console manufacturer. But yeah, so yeah, my opinion is this is a good thing. Xbox still being in the console market at least for one more generation. For all we know, this is it. You know, and I mean, for all we know, they may say, hey, you know what, now we're just going to scrap plans altogether and just not make a console. But we need this competition. You know, there's so much. I brought up earlier about like all the online stupidness that's been going on with, you know, Xbox basically the past couple weeks. I mean, obviously it's been longer, but we'll focus more on ever since their showcase and a little bit before that. I mentioned that earlier because too many people have either been celebrating Xbox and the quote-unquote death of Xbox, or doing the whole like, oh, the world is over, you know, Xbox is doomed. Why did they do this? My favorite console is, you know, never going to be what it was, or whatever, you know. And obviously Xbox is showing that they're here to stay for at least a little bit longer, that they mean it. And I know that's not going to obviously please everyone, you know, announcing that basically this next console, or not announcing, but like basically announcing that this next console is going to be this, basically, if you think the Xbox Ally, but an actual console, you know, a home console that you put on your television stand or whatever, you know, that's not going to please everyone. And there's probably going to be a lot of people. I mean, I've already seen it. There's going to be a lot of people who are just going to be upset about it and don't want to buy the console. But this is what Xbox's strategy is. This is them pushing gaming forward. And I think in the end, this is why I think it's important for Xbox to do this. I think the home console is kind of a relic at this point. PC is, I mean, at least to my knowledge, I'm not, you know, an expert through and through like that, or I'm not an expert at all when it comes to gaming like that. But PC is kind of the largest market right now, whether it's here in America or outside of America. So, you know, you kind of want to tap into that as best as you can. I mean, just to look at, you know, just to name a few examples of, yeah, why you want to be involved with PC and all that stuff. There's like Capcom coming out and saying Monster Hunter PC is where they made most of their money. I don't know if it was with other top titles, but I know specifically they mentioned it with Monster Hunter. Stellar Blade just released on PC, and in less than a week, it sold 1 million units. It sold 2 million units with, you know, and it was on the PlayStation 5, and it was on that console for about a year. So, like, yeah. That's where you want to have some kind of presence. I mean, even PlayStation is, you know, with their business meeting that they had not too long ago, last week I believe it was, or whatever it was, maybe a few days ago, they have said that, yeah, they're still going to be releasing on PC. In corporate speak, they basically said they're going to be releasing on PC however they release on PC. So, I mean, also too, Xbox is Microsoft. Microsoft is a PC company. You know, the Windows operating system. I'm pretty sure if you're on a computer right now, it's running Windows. Maybe you're one of the weirdos who uses Mac, or maybe you're one of those people who likes to use Linux, you know, but a lot of people use the Windows OS. I know there's Steam and other things, but yeah. So, in short, after, you know, all this rambling that I'm doing, again, I think this is the future of gaming. Microsoft is trying to push all of us toward that, whether it's having a handheld that is a PC hybrid or a console that's a PC hybrid with the Play Anywhere, where you buy a game here and then that's it. You just can play it wherever you are, whether it's on the handheld, on your console, on the phone. It just makes sense. Game Pass. Yeah, I know people are like, oh, but you don't own your games. I mean, you don't own your games even if you buy it digitally. Like, which, that's a growing number of people that just buy their games digital. They don't buy physical. That's why Xbox, again, another thing that Xbox is doing. That's why Xbox is not selling games physical anymore. You know that's why, or seemingly going that way. Because there's no point. Like, once digital takes over, it takes over. And it's a wave that cannot be... It's a wave that cannot be stopped. And it's going to eventually overcome and take over. Or just crash. And that's it. We can't stop it. We're going to have to accept it at some point. That's just the way gaming is as well. I don't know. There's not much more I can add. So I'll go ahead and end the video there. Again, you like what I do on this channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. And until next time, I'll catch you later.